Hello there viewers, welcome to today's video. Today I am at Keighley railway station on the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway, and the diesel train's just behind me. It's just about to set off, it's just blown the whistle, and it's 11:45 now. It's 11:45, so I'll just flick the camera around for you. So there we go, so that was nice timing to start the video. So that was the diesel, the DMU train, and it just passed the water tower there, which I'm going to take a look inside actually. And the water tower was built in 1883 and it's believed to be the only one left of its kind in the UK. It's an incredible water tower, and it's been turned into a visitor centre, into a museum actually. So it's full of history and it's really brilliant. And in a few minutes time the steam train's going to arrive and it will depart Keighley station at 12:30. So we've got diesel, we've got steam, and if I just show you just behind me, just where Keighley College is, just before the college, the other side of these platforms, which are platforms 3 and 4 on the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway, are the Northern Trains platforms 1 and 2, where people can catch trains to Bradford, Foster Square, Leeds, Skipton, and further afield as well to Carlisle and Morecambe. And the Northern Trains travel on what is known as the Airedale line. So I'll now head inside the water tower because we've got a few minutes until the steam train arrives, so it's a perfect opportunity really to head inside the water tower visitor centre. So I'll just show you the signal box and I'll show you actually where the steam train fills up with water. So there we go, there's the actual signal box, and that's where the steam train actually fills up with water, just there. So that's what they use, and just think how many steam trains have been filled up with water there over the decades, you know, it must be absolutely loads. I've just noticed a plaque on the wall in the water tower, and it's recognition really of the great work that people do on these heritage railways. And the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway, it's really famous, and people put so much hard work into it and spend so many hours working, and it's great to see. It really is people working together with a smile on their face, and it's a great thing for the whole community really. So there we go, the National Railway Heritage Awards, Greater Anglia. The Greater Anglia Volunteers Award 2025 awarded to the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway for Keighley Tank House conversion. really enjoyed reading that special plaque on the wall, and it just highlights how important the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway is, and railways in general really. And the first railway opened in Keighley, the main line, in 1847, and it was known as the Leeds and Bradford Extension. And 20 years later, in 1867, the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway first opened, and it was funded by local wealthy mill owners, because Keighley was a really highly significant industrial town, mainly in textiles, in cotton and woolen textiles. And the railways opened up global markets and helped to see Keighley find significant growth during the Industrial Revolution. So they really did have a huge impact, and it was a really faster way to transport goods and raw materials, and to transport people as well, passengers as well. And it just changed the world into the world that we know today really. Fast moving transport instead of horses and carts which took days to travel to different towns. Now you could transport yourself and your goods and materials a lot faster, a lot more efficiently and more cost effective. So the steam train's just arrived, and I think that pigeon were panicking a little bit there. It would try to get out of the way, but it just wasn't sure whether to go left or right. But yeah, so the steam train's arrived, and it actually arrives when it's coming back from Oxenhope to Keighley. It actually arrives facing the other way, because it doesn't actually turn round. There's no turning circle at Oxenhope, but it does turn round at Keighley, so it'll be facing the correct way going towards Oxenhope. So there's a bit of information for you. So there we go, everybody. How amazing was that? It was absolutely brilliant. I love that, and I hope you really enjoyed it too. And I strongly advise anybody to get into history. Once you get passionate about history, there's so much to learn. You can learn about the local area where you live, and the things that you'll uncover, trust me, it'll blow your mind, because there's so much history related to the towns and cities across the UK, and I found out so much about Keighley, my hometown, and it's amazing really. Keighley was one of the most significant industrial towns in the country, and during the Industrial Revolution played a really key role actually, and the railways brought massive change. When the railways opened around the mid 1800s, it brought things to a new level really, industrial growth, and it opened up global markets. So there's so much to learn about, and it really inspires me, and I hope it inspires you too. So thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.